Yo, feio. Yo, how are you? Good evening, 11:51 p.m. We got something to talk about, kid. Fair use. Wait. Guys, they got Diddy. They got Diddy, dog. It's over. Damn. This nigga really gonna go to jail for that shit? Damn. Shit is crazy. Yo, so tonight's agenda. Shout out to everybody. Black Marvel, Sandra. I ain't seen you in a while. Ain't seen a comment from you in a while, so I don't know if you still around and shit. Terminator T. Oh, yo, Terminator. It was some dude. It was some nigga in the comments, man. I saw him say some stupid shit or whatever. It wasn't really stupid, but it was a slick comment. I didn't like it, so I got rid of his ass for you. Headshot. That's how we do that. Why you come in here and say no slick shit to any of my regulars, man? Not anybody, man. I defend everybody. I'm a defender. You heard? But so we gonna talk about Diddy. Then we gonna talk about that shooter, the one who is being labeled as the shooter for the assassinated for Trump. Right? I did a little diving in that. And we're gonna go backwards. We're not gonna start from the shooter and who he knew, and then no. We're gonna start from the top, all the way back down to the shooter. And it's a wild ride, kid. It's a motherfucking rabbit hole. But yo, they got Diddy. This is crazy. Look at this bullshit here, man. It is bullshit. They got Diddy. There we are. All right, what is this? TMZ. Oh my God. Diddy arrested by feds in New York City. Oh, man. Damn, dog. 8:05, just a couple hours before Diddy got busted. He was confidently strolling around New York City with his son, King Combs. He even stopped to greet fans and take some selfies. 7:13 p.m. Law enforcement source told TMZ Diddy arrest was scheduled for Tuesday, but something happened that caused the feds to move in a day early. Yeah, I know what happened when they went and raided his crib. When they went and raided his crib in Florida, and that motherfucker was already gone. They said, "Yo, all right, tell them Tuesday, but then we gonna pull up Monday. Fuck that, just in case." Did he was just arrested, taken into federal custody in New York? Blah blah blah. Damn, bro. This nigga gotta go to jail. Do we even got bail? You got bond. Arrested for following raids, human trafficking, blah 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 blah. Oh yeah, and this bitch, somebody else hitting him for like 100 mil too. It's crazy. Fake jewelry.
McKinney, claiming he drugged and sexually abused her at an event in 2003. Now, Diddy's ex-girlfriend is breaking her silence over a graphic video.
Bitch, 2003? Come on, man.
That shows him assaulting her at a hotel in 2016. CB Cotton following all of the details. What do you know?
Hi, good morning. Well, Combs and Cassie Ventura were in a decade-long relationship, and she's breaking her silence. Victims the first time. The singer taking to Instagram to write in part, "I offer my hand to those that are still living in fear." Over the weekend, CNN exclusively obtained video showing Combs beating Ventura.
All right, now the reason why we can't believe victims up front, you fucking you bitch, is because Trevor Bauer, bitch. Trevor Bauer. That's why we can't believe you hoes up front. That second bitch who said he forced her to get an abortion. Then when that didn't work, she said that he took the pussy. That's why we can't trust you off of your word, because of hoes like that. And you was with the nigga for 10 years. Get the fuck out of here, bitch. Oh man, Diddy. Damn, Diddy, damn, Diddy, damn. Oh, this is bullshit. Fucking with the dude. Damn. All right, so damn. Oh my God, bro. I know. I'm coming. Hold on. They done broke this nigga, like, shit. This is crazy, bro. And yeah, he did shit wrong. I know, fellas. I know. You know what I'm saying? I just want everybody to be held accountable. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, all right, him, if he, he did this, he did that, cool. But you also got to hold them bros accountable, because they knew what the fuck they was going there for. They try to act innocent, bitch.
Need a car but got bad credit? Well, there's a new website with an exclusive network of car dealers
You
who
was coming here
specialize in helping people with credit problems.
All right, we are getting some breaking news right now. ABC News has just confirmed that Sean Diddy Combs was arrested tonight in New York City. Sources say federal agents with Homeland Security investigations took him into custody. The charges are unclear at this time. Combs' attorney telling CNN that we are disappointed with the decision to pursue what we believe is an unjust prosecution of Mr. Combs by the U.S. Attorney's Office. We, of course, are trying to gather more information. There's a lot more to come out of this story, and as soon as we get it, we'll turn it over to you.
Sources telling CBS News New York that Homeland Security agents took the music mogul into custody tonight. Jennifer Bisram live in Midtown with the very latest. Jennifer.
Hi, Maurice. We've learned from multiple federal law enforcement sources tonight that Sean P. Diddy Combs has been arrested and is now in federal custody. We've learned that he was taken into custody from this very hotel we are standing in front of, the Park Hyatt, sometime this evening. Now, the music mogul has been under mounting scrutiny since last year when a lawsuit was filed by his ex-girlfriend Cassie, accusing him of sex trafficking and years of abuse. Back in March, Sean Combs' homes in Los Angeles and Miami were searched by Homeland Security agents. The reason for this arrest and possible charges have not yet been revealed, but this evening we did hear from his attorney, who called the developments an unjust prosecution. In a statement, his attorney said in part, he is an imperfect person, but he is not a criminal. To his credit, Mr. Combs has been nothing but cooperative with this investigation, and he voluntarily relocated to New York last week in anticipation of these charges. Now, again, it is still unclear what charges Sean Combs has been arrested under. A news conference, we're told, is expected to be held tomorrow morning by federal law enforcement. That is when we are going to learn more. But again, tonight we are learning that Sean P. Diddy Combs has been arrested and is now in federal custody. We're live.
Damn. Damn. Crazy.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on. Come on.
Come on, night. We don't love these hoes. Boom, boom. Boom. Ah. Come on. Yeah. I go on and on and on and unless they boning. Call them on the phone and platinum Chanel cologne and I stay to impress. Cause they watch TV, intellects, they know. 4:15, left the club tipsy, say no more. Home tomorrow, she's a P, with the CPO. I hope she swallow. Cream wallows. Hungry just ate. She got to be to work by 8. Conversate, sex on the first date. What you do to me? Then I whipped it out, rubber no doubt. Step out, show me what you all about. Fingers in your mouth, open up your blouse, tip straight down south. Ow! In the parking lot, in a cream drop top. Until I squirt, jeans and skirt, butt naked, it all worked. Yo, look at this. I gotta put on my journalist glasses now and shit. Hold on. Hold the fuck on. Hold on. Ooh, bright. Bright light, bright light. Didn't I just clean these motherfuckers? Damn, yo. So, I mean, like, yo, Big West, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? I know that's what you're asking. So I'm gonna tell you a little bit of it about here. U.S. warns North Korea would pay a price for any arms deal with Russia. And this was September 5th, 2023, right? It's a year ago. Last year, U.S. warned North Korea they'd pay a price, right, for any type of arms deal with Russia, nigga. Nothing, nigga. You better not buy no motherfucking 22s or nothing from these motherfuckers. Okay? Let's take a look at this.
A Chewy order is on the way for Cash, everyone's favorite employee at Bill's Bodega, where Bill uses Chewy to keep Cash hard at work, toys to keep his instincts sharp, food so he won't snack on the inventory, even a new collar to let everyone know who's boss. And with Chewy's low prices,
man, you know that motherfucking bodega smell like cat piss. What was that comedian? He was on Apollo. He was like, yo, Jose, how come every time I come in here, the cat is on the bread? He said, he live here.
Bill's left with more cash to spend on Cash. For low prices and fast shipping, for life with pets, there's Chewy.
Inside North Korea, one of the most secretive places on the planet, a carefully guarded state secret is leader Kim Jong-un's actual location. Major events are often used as decoys. Crowds can wait for hours, enduring long security lines, only to find the leader's seat empty. Even Kim's own bodyguards can serve as decoys, best known for donning dark suits, running alongside the leader's limo during the Trump-Kim summits, projecting power and security, riding an armor-reinforced rail car to Russia to meet with President Vladimir Putin, a fellow strongman seen by some as a global pariah. Putin and Kim come with plenty of baggage, both saddled with heavy sanctions. For Kim's nuclear and ballistic missile programs, for Putin's brutal, unprovoked war on Ukraine, and suspiciously timed plane crash taking out his one-time critic. Now, the Russian leader may meet another shadowy figure, the North Korean leader, Kim Jong-un. Kim.
Oh, shit. Yo, these are two these are two gangsters. All right. For the love of God, can you motherfuckers please not put that bitch in the Oval Office spot? Both of these niggas done killed motherfuckers. I didn't know Putin killed somebody that was talking shit about him in a plane. I did know Kim Jong-un killed his fucking brother. Half brother, but he killed his brother. These niggas don't play. And Trump was chilling with both of them crazy motherfuckers. Yeah. Hold on. Let's see what else is going on here. So,
Kim may not have a reason to fear Putin, but he still does not take any chances when he travels outside North Korea. U.S. government sources believe Kim Jong-un will go to Russia this month as Moscow looks to buy artillery and other wartime supplies from its impoverished authoritarian neighbor. CNN contacted the Russian embassy in Washington for comment. North Korea denied previously supplying Russia with rockets and missiles to use in Ukraine. In July, Putin's defense minister, Sergei Shoigu, was in Pyongyang as Kim showed off his latest weapons, long-range missiles and military drones. Shoigu said Russia may even be staging joint military drills with the North. National Security Advisor John Kirby says Putin must be embarrassed, asking Kim for help.
He's going to North Korea to try to get artillery shells and and the basic materials so that he can continue to shore up his defense industrial base. There is no other way to look at that than desperation and weakness, quite frankly.
The North Korean leader.
Bro, listen to me. Them niggas they not Americans. They don't care about, he don't care about what you saying, nigga. That nigga got bodies. Like, he know he a bad motherfucker. He don't care if you say, oh yeah, he looks weak. He's going to fucking Korea. He's going to Kim for the basics. All right, nigga, who else he supposed to go to? You guys, man. God damn. Got beef with the shit.
Has a lot to gain.
A large power is now dependent on him. That hasn't happened in a while.
Kim may be willing to roll the dice, risking travel outside his borders, reducing the risk on a slow-moving, heavily fortified train. A shade of army green on the outside, luxuriously appointed on the inside. The train is a symbol of 3 generations of the Kim family dynasty and a nation stuck in the past. The need to travel overland means the meeting would likely be in Russia's Far East, Vladivostok. Kim has taken his chugging locomotive to Vladivostok before, meeting with Putin there in 2019. This time, Kim may hope Russia will help him with oil supplies or even technology to use in its own ambitious ballistic missile program. Goals perhaps worthy of a rare venture beyond his nation's hermetically sealed borders. Only once has Kim boarded a flight overseas.
All right, now you're wondering why is Big West showing you this shit here? Well, as you see, they said the U.S. warned these motherfuckers. Yo, the U.S. told them this is going to be consequences and repercussions for any arms deal with Russia. And that was last year, right? 2023, right? September. Okay. Look at this. As of May 27, 2024, just a few months ago, Bae Systems receives $318 million for M109 self-propelled howitzers, whatever that is. Howitzers. All right. I guess that's this shit here. They got a contract, and they're buying tanks, right? Hold on. Here you go. I was supposed to show you this one, but since you know that they bought some shit, this was the one I was supposed to show you. Bae Systems awarded $111 million in contracts to bring modernized secure communications to the Republic of Korea. And this was July 2024. So they told Korea, yo, you niggas better not do no arms deal. And then next thing you know, they doing an arms deal with this Bae Systems company. Bae Systems, right? So I'm like, Bae Systems, what the fuck is that? So they got 318 from one person. I think that was the Army or some shit. Then they got another contract for the Navy, $87 million to upgrade the U.S. Carter Hall. This also was in May 2024. All right. What else they got? All right, I got that. What's this? Got that. They also got this shit here. Look at this. $121 million contract for Army Bradley production contract modification. Some more tanks and shit. So I'm like, yo, who the fuck is this Bae? This Bae Systems, right? Now, the crazy part is this Bae Systems that we're looking at, they got a contract with Korea and they got a contract with the US. That's odd. Didn't Rockefeller do some shit like that? There was a war, and this nigga funded both sides of the war and made money. And the US was like, yo, don't do nothing with Russia, or it's gonna be problems. But then they do something with the US. With Bae Systems. So Bae Systems is giving shit to Korea, and Bae Systems is giving shit to the Army and the Navy, blah, blah, blah. So they funding both sides of a war? But what war? What war? We don't got beef with Korea, do we? Yeah, we do. We got beef with Korea. We do. We're trying to keep a lid on it, but that nigga don't really like us like that. He don't really fuck with us like that. I nigga killed his brother. So imagine what he'll do to here. And you know how niggas are when they get guns. They want to go on the roof and shoot it and shit. They want to test them shits out. This nigga got a nuke. So he want to test that shit out. So this Bae Systems, right? Who owns Bae Systems? That's who. Well, not own it, but they invest heavily in it. So if you look over here, you see coming in 1, 2, 3. Coming in third is BlackRock Management. They got 122 million shares. All right. $122 shares. BlackRock. So does that mean BlackRock is funding? Well, BlackRock will benefit from a war between the US and Korea? I mean, that is what it means. You're talking to business. If I invested in, or you did, I don't know what's wrong with this shit. Why that should be doing that? I hate that. I'm gonna have to change this shit. If you and I invested in Bae, what's that shit called? Bae Systems. If you and I invested in Bae Systems, and Bae Systems sold tanks, missiles, equipment, and all that shit to places, the revenue, we would get a piece of it, right? So they got 8% stock in that. What's 8% of 318 million, 121 million, 87 million? It's a lot of millions. This was 8% off of Billy. Just call it Billy. All right. So, okay. Well, what else? What else we got here? So, Bae Systems was actually, there's a history behind this Bae Systems shit. Okay? Bae Systems. Remember, I said I'm breaking it down backwards. Bae Systems used to be called UDI, United Defense Industries. Okay? But Bae Systems acquired UDI in 2005. Okay. So now it's called UDI, but it was UDI. I mean, now it's called Bae Systems, but it was UDI before. Okay, so got it. What's the deal with UDI? Let's see. What happened with this UDI shit? Well, UDI is connected to the Carlyle Group, another billionaire joint. Now, the Carlyle Group, this says in the movie Fahrenheit 9/11, right? That was a movie based off of 9/11. There was a big conspiracy behind it. They made 9 allegations concerning the Carlyle Group, right? He mainly focused on Carlyle's connection with George Bush. Right? And they said, well, George Bush and his secretary James Baker, they had at times served as advisors to the firm, to the Carlyle's group, right? And they said that the Carlyle group gained from the September 11th attacks because it owned the contractor United Defense. So that's the conspiracy behind the Carlyle Group. They owned United Defense, and they gained from the war after 9/11. Right? And they had a 7% interest. All right. So we have the Carlyle Group is attached to the Bushes. The Carlyle Group is attached to Bae Systems. Bae Systems is attached to selling weapons to the U.S. and to North Korea. Wow. That's crazy. All right, what else? You know who else is heavily invested into the Carlyle Group? Yeah. Who's heavily invested into the Carlyle Group? Largest shareholders include Vanguard and BlackRock. There's BlackRock again. Damn, this BlackRock, man. They're in everything. So BlackRock is attached to the Carlyle Group. The Carlyle Group is attached to Bae Defense. Bae Defense is attached to selling to North Korea, Korea and the Army and Navy. So all that money is going back to BlackRock. What else did I see here? So boom, boom, boom. There's a guy, right? There's a guy named Brian Frank. Now, Mr. Brian Frank, hold on. Mr. Brian Frank is the managing partner of Declaration Partners, right? And David Rubenstein is also part of this shit. Where is it at? Declaration Partners. Okay. He also owns 10% in the Carlyle Group. So this guy, David Rubenstein, net worth $3.7 billion, owns 10% in the Carlyle Group, which is attached to BlackRock, which is attached to Bae Systems, which is attached to selling weapons to Russia and Korea. Okay? Now, Rubenstein, David Rubenstein, $3.7 billion, 10% into what was that shit I just said? Carlyle Group. And Declaration Partners. Okay? Now, right here, you see Rubenstein's family office among consortium to buy LMI. So Rubenstein is buying some shit called LMI. Okay? LMI is a Virginia-based consulting group. Okay, right here. Declaration Partners, New York-based investment firm backed by Rubenstein's office. Okay? LMI, and the Declaration Partners, right? So, come on, click this shit one more time. All right. LMI, who is being bought by Rubenstein, who owns the Declaration Partners, right? Here is the Declaration Partners again. The Declaration Partners invested in LMI Consulting, right? So why are they investing in LMI? What is LMI? Well, LMI is right here. It's a designated HCATS provider that can support, pay attention, support government agencies, right? They support government agencies with human capital. Sorry if that was too loud. But what is human capital? Let me show you what human capital is over here. Nope. Get rid of that, Keisha. Get out of here, Keisha. All right. Human capital. Nope. Jabba the Hutt. Let me show you what human capital is. Boom. This is human capital. This is human capital. Do you remember Jason Bourne? You work for a company called Treadwell. Was it Treadwell? Remember Jason Bourne? He was like a fucking trained assassin type of motherfucker. Basically like mercenaries and shit. And they took him to go and do hits on motherfuckers. So these guys, Navy SEALs also are considered human capital. Okay. By the way, Navy SEALs, Blackwater. See right here? Yes, the Navy SEALs are an example of human capital. So this LMI has fucking, they provide human capital to government agencies and training solutions. So this company, you could buy like a fucking mercenary team from this motherfucker. Can you believe that? You could buy mercenaries who are trained for your government agency. So Rubenstein, who invests in Declaration Partners, who invested in LMI, who makes little mercenary teams, is also attached to the Carlyle Group, which is heavily attached to BlackRock, which is attached to Bae Systems that sells military equipment for war to Korea and the United States. So how the fuck did we get on this LMI shit? LMI. How did we get on LMI? What is the thing with LMI? Who owned LMI? Who is attached to LMI? Who created it? She did. Her. Sue Kim. Sue Kim is a policy practice area lead at LMI. Before that, she was a policy analyst at Rand Corporation. Rand Corporation is like I'll tell you in a minute. She also previously served as an analyst at the CIA, where she worked on Korean Peninsula issues. She worked for the Department of Homeland Security. Oh my. Sue Kim. Let me see something here. Let me show you something. This is Sue Kim.
And one of the big concerns in terms of miscalculation, escalation, is that part of this 2022 nuclear law gives these local field commanders preset conditions to launch a strike if they feel like.
It's just becoming very, very challenging with conventional and as well as, of course, the deterrence capabilities to be able to accurately defend and actually preempt those attacks.
And we saw North Korea unveil a new nuclear doctrine in 2022.
Okay. Now I'm going to need you to listen to me carefully. This woman, Sue Kim, she's a Korean analyst, and she's a part of LMI, okay? And she's kind of like our inside scoop giver on North Korea. And what she's about to say is North Korea is trying to do a new declaration where basically if the U.S., or anybody for that matter, but if the U.S. launches an attack, you know how like in the Gaza Strip and they're bombing each other with missiles? Yeah. That the new declaration that Kim Jong-un is trying to put in place is where if we attack him with a missile, he could just go straight to nuke. Okay. Now, he's also trying to find ways to survive a nuclear blast while returning one. Okay? Survive a nuclear blast while simultaneously returning one. That's what he's working on. And in this declaration, it's saying it's the decision to do such is not only solely up to him. That can be delegated to any one of his commanders stationed somewhere. Yeah.
How advanced is North Korea becoming when it comes to their nuclear weapons and missile delivery systems? But really, when it comes to our defenses, how are we going to be able to defend the unpredictability, the challenges of actually knowing when they're going to test, the variations in the weapons? It's just becoming very, very challenging with conventional as well as, of course, the deterrence capabilities to be able to accurately defend and actually preempt those attacks.
And we saw North Korea unveil a new nuclear doctrine in 2022, giving some more credence to the first use strategy, delegating authority to local field commanders. What does
that part, delegating authority to local field commanders,
that mean in terms of their posture and how we should respond?
I think bottom line, it does not really change the calculus of the North Korean regime. This ties into not just their nuclear weapon strategy, but it ties into how we look at North Korea as a country. So understanding who controls decision making, right? There are bureaucracies, there are levels, but ultimately the decision comes into the hands of Kim Jong-un. So in the United States, of course, we have decisions, we have layers of review, we have advisory committees. North Korea has those, but ultimately it's Kim Jong-un who makes the call. And also, it's not just about self-defense purposes, but the fact that North Korea wants to actually consider preemptive action, I think, is where we as outsiders and also policy experts who are concerned about.
For those who might not know what preemptive looks like, you're arguing with somebody and you think they're about to hit you, right? Do you wait for them to throw a punch or do you hit them first? Based off of you feeling that they're about to hit you, do you wait and see or do you just fuck it? Boom, 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 boom. That's preemptive. That's what they want. That's what Korea wants. They don't want to sit and wonder, are they going to do something? This nuke could end a lot of shit. Let me just wait first. Let me be sure. Nah, they don't want that. They want what? Beep. That's what they want.
About the growing threat of North Korean nuclear weapons, that's the challenge for us, is that we know, I think instinctively, that a country that built up its nuclear weapons program does not do this solely as a showcase, but there's probably an intent to use it at some point. The fact that North Korea has not really budged when it comes to negotiations, I think also says something about the value that Kim Jong-un holds with respect to his nuclear weapons program.
I'm going to ask you something. How we know she really on our side, dog? Because she been here? How we know she not funneling information back some way? How we know? Just something to think about. She is from Korea.
Is it really negotiations that he's actually aiming for, or does he harbor bigger, larger ambitions that go beyond just
right? So This is her again. She looked like that. What was that Japanese movie? You remember that Japanese movie where the chick had all the hair covering her face, and she just had like with that one eye out?
Analyst and linguist, and a current policy analyst at the Rand Corporation here in Washington. First, I want to get your take on the U.S. DPRK envoy Stephen Biegun's visit to the region. He's making.
Okay. This is her. She's skinnier than a motherfucker. Damn. All right. Now, why are we going to this lady, Sue Kim? That's her name. Why are we going to Sue Kim? Why did Big West home in on Sue Kim? Because Sue Kim was followed. Sue Kim was followed by the nigga that tried to shoot Trump. The guy that tried to shoot Trump was following Sue Kim. So how ironic is it? It's just so ironic that the chick started that LMI shit that hires that will give you little mercenary Jason Bourne motherfuckers running around was funded by the Declaration Partners, who was funded by David Rubenstein, who funded by the Carlyle Group, who's funded by BlackRock, who funds Bae Systems that sold weapons to Korea and the US. So if there's a war between Korea and the US, everybody invested in Bae Systems gets paid. So if Trump doesn't make it to the Oval Office, and they put Kamala in there probably definitely will be a war. Which is probably why they don't want Trump in there. Which is probably why they made 2 attempts on his life. Because they need that money. They don't even need it, bro. They straight. You good. You don't need that. BlackRock, they just fucking killed that damn billionaire on that yacht. Damn. Watch this.
So the new Assassin just dropped, and there's some spicy details already. Ryan Routh, very strange guy who's lived a very strange life. And this time, the internet was wise and archived all of his socials as much as possible before the FBI took it all down. So here's some basics on what we know about him, and one really interesting rabbit hole about who he might be. Right off the bat, though, it's super early. This is all speculative. Take your time, pump the brakes. We're just digging through dirty laundry. We don't know what sticks yet. But this guy is a private American citizen who traveled to Ukraine on his own dime, to help recruit civilian soldiers to fight for Ukraine and Afghan special forces. He was like recruiting on his Facebook page. Here's an archive of all of his tweets that look pretty damn automated to me. They pretty much all look like this. In a past life in Hawaii, he apparently ran this company that made a single tiny home and a single Facebook page and never did anything else with it. Super weird. But I grabbed everyone that he followed on Twitter before they deleted it. He only followed 60. And right down at the bottom of that list, which I think indicates his first follow, is this girl named Sue Kim, who is ex-CIA, along with some other very interesting.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, she's ex-CIA. So she's ex-CIA. And he was following her. Now it could have just been he was just fucking following her. Maybe he saw her on that thing or whatever. But it's crazy how he wanted to go against Russia. The U.S. still doesn't. The U.S. told North Korea, "Yo, don't fuck with Russia. Don't take nothing. Don't take no guns or nothing from them." He was trying to recruit people to go and fight in the war against Russia. Who the fuck does that? Like that's pretty big. Like
things. Now, again, reminder, this is just speculation, digging through Twitter dirt. Maybe this chick is just a wonderful, patriotic person that's helping America. Who knows? But her account is private, meaning why does he follow her? I've been digging around, and one of my followers said that they found her in the people that follow him back. I have not been able to confirm that for myself because they took the account down. If you've got a video of the 1.2 thousand followers that followed him, that would be great to know. He says that she was at the bottom of his followed list, meaning that she followed him right when he made the account. That would make sense, seeing as she's at the bottom of his following list of who he follows too. I mean, every asset needs a handler. And when you go through some of these other affiliations here, you get what is essentially the CIA training grounds at Johns Hopkins University. It explores the relationship between politics and the many kinds of military power, from the use of terror by small non-state groups to the threatened use of nuclear weapons. Its director is John McLaughlin, who is literally an ex-acting director of the CIA and ex-deputy director of the CIA, 3-decade career at the CIA. David is third on the list of people at the top of this institution at the university. 30-year career in Army Special Forces, various special operations, invading various countries, as well as Operation Enduring Freedom. You get the idea. Anyways, Rand Corporation. That's a military industrial complex think tank, kind of like the Atlantic Council. And LMI org. Yeah, that's like a military industrial complex education and training program as well. Preliminary findings on the internet when you search our homeboy, the shooter, show his arrest record, including in 2002, possession of weapons of mass destruction, Class F felony.
What the? How the fuck did he get weapons of mass destruction, dog? And he's still on the street. This nigga here. So he was caught with weapons of mass destruction. I asked, what is classified as a weapon of mass destruction? A device that can cause significant harm to a large number of people or cause great damage to the environment, including biological weapons, chemical weapons, radiological weapons, nuclear weapons, and atomic explosives. They also include other objects or means that can cause significant harm. For example, agents can be used in packages, animal vectors, or by poisoning water and food supplies. My God. So how the fuck did you not go to jail? Like how? And you opened the Twitter account, and Sue Kim was the first person you went and followed. And Sue Kim fucking has a company that trains Jason Bournes all over the fucking place.
Along with 3 other blocks of things like possession of handguns or concealed weapons and driver's license stuff. And yeah, that sounds like some operative shit to me. But again, we don't know any of this yet. We're just digging through dirty laundry on the internet. It's hard to tell what's real. But this is a photo of the weapon he used and the setup he had. People are speculating.
You know, you see this rifle? That rifle there? That's called a Dragunov. I recognize this rifle from a game I used to play back in the day. I think it was either Call of Duty. Yeah, I think it was Call of Duty. I think it was Call of Duty. And yeah, it was called a Dragunov. It's like a Russian rifle. Sniper rifle, excuse me. Very good one at that.
It looks an, Russian Ukrainian class of rifle. He's doing these weird recruitment ops in Ukraine for civilians. Well, he's like posting on his Facebook all the time to like no followers about how he's recruiting hundreds of civilians to fight for Ukraine. Posting for like Afghan special forces to contact him so they can come fight in Ukraine. But he's like just a random citizen from Hawaii. And one of the 60 people he follows is this CIA gal.
Some random CIA gal who runs a fucking mercenary camp. This is the Dragunov sniper rifle. Right here, same shit. 1963 to present. Kalashnikov. That black one is fire. Bitch shoot 7.62, nigga. Ooh. Damn. Oh my God. Ooh. Oh man. Man, that's a sexy ass rifle, B. That should make you want to pop a nigga. What?
That allegedly follows him back. That looks an awful lot like a handler or a contact. His account looks an awful lot like a bot or an MK Ultra or a Pato. Who knows what the hell this is? His criminal record looks an awful lot like what you might expect a kind of guy in this kind of line of work to leave behind. And then there's the weird video evidence getting turned up.
Officials in Kyiv simply aren't interested in recruiting them.
Ukraine is reluctant to be cooperative.
That's Ryan Routh, a U.S. citizen who set up the International Volunteer Center in Ukraine to help connect foreigners to Ukrainian military units.
Now I'm talking to over 100 soldiers every day, and pretty much everybody, all of my contacts in Ukraine, they were adamant, pretty much yes.
Now, my question is, if you're just from Hawaii, how do you get these facilities, these weapons, this equipment. You know what I mean? He has a contact. He's got a contact. Where do you buy this? Where do you buy this? Come on.
Soldiers every day, and pretty much everybody, all of my contacts in Ukraine, they were adamant, pretty much yelled at me every time that I suggested that we bring in Afghans.
The Ukrainian government didn't respond to our request for comment, but a source close to the officials in Kiev told Semaphore that their top concern is the question of loyalty in the thick fog of war.
The biggest thing is spies. They're afraid that anybody and everybody is a Russian spy.
Shout out to some bitch I know on X, who currently has one of the best archives of all of his socials and accounts. There's a lot of other people doing good work right now. And again, I just want to clarify, I'm not trying to pretend like I've solved the case or like we know what's going on. We just have learned by now that the FBI is going to just cover everything up. And so it's up to us to try to dig everything out before they do. So that's what we're doing. And yes, it's ridiculous that that is even a set of sentences we have to say in America in 2024 when someone tries to kill the former and future president of the United States of America. And I mean, I can only imagine who might be backing up these operations to try to shoot him and who might be providing the intel and the access and the cover-ups, etc. So last thing I'll say, Ryan Routh, he's currently in custody. He was driving away in an SUV. They caught him. He's alive for now. And I just want to remind us all, Ryan Routh did not kill himself. If cameras malfunction outside of his cell, if he
He will. Does he have any family? Did Jason Bourne have any family? No brother, no sister, no mother, no wife, no kids. Bro, the nigga's he's an operative, bro. Okay, see this here. Neighbor's former classmate never would have imagined Ryan Routh would be behind Trump assassination attempt. Former classmate, they're shocked to learn he tried to assassinate Trump. This nigga got flak jackets and all that shit. Where, bro?
We also talked to people who knew Ruth as a neighbor and others who went to school with him.
Hey, WFMY News 2's Joseph Leonard just interviewed Ruth's old neighbor. What did she have to say, Joseph?
I'm standing outside of the Greensboro home where Ryan Routh used to live. And for the past 2 days, we've been speaking with neighbors and people who say they used to know Ryan Routh. Many of them telling us they haven't seen him, though, in more than 10 years. But one neighbor tells us she last saw Routh back in May. She says he was at this home on Hyatt Street with his daughter to clean it out. She says she's lived near Ryan Routh for more than 15 years. She also told us Routh had many guns inside of his house and was an unusual guy. The neighbor tells us that she was surprised to find out her neighbor for more than 15 years was being investigated for trying to kill former President Donald Trump.
I mean, like I said, it was never nothing that, political wise that I would have thought of, like I said.
What the fuck? Bruh. Oh, shit. Good God. Great googly moogly. Damn.
Trump.
I mean, like I said, it was never nothing that, political wise that I would have thought of, like I said. I just seen the picture yesterday when they showed me, and I had to say, yes, that is him. I mean, but yeah. Rifles that was in the house and stuff and all. Sarah had it, his daughter, I mean, they was just in the house. I mean, it was not, AK-47 and none of that stuff, but yeah.
I also spoke with someone who says he went to Guilford Junior High, which now goes by Guilford Middle, and also Western Guilford High School with Ruth. Tim Bryson says the schools were small, so everyone knew each other. He says in school, Ruth was social, had friends, but wasn't overly popular. Years after the pair graduated, Bryson says they ran into each other at a coffee shop. From there, they agreed to work together on building a house in 2001. Bryson, who owns a residential and commercial design.
So I didn't go digging for him per se. What struck my attention was her. And the things that she has access to and does. And all that BlackRock Carlyle group, Bae Systems selling fucking weapons and shit to North Korea and to the Army and the Navy, funding both sides of a potential war. Yeah, that's about it. So that's about it, man. I'm about to go chill, and I'll hit you guys up tomorrow.